Wikipedia, the #1 place you go to for information. Alright, don't lie. It's 2022. I know for a fact you're not going to the library for information. You're not going at all. Okay, let's be honest. No matter how much teachers love to say, it's inaccurate, anyone can edit them. It's undeniable that Wikipedia is the most convenient way to get quick and accurate information. Those teachers are using it daily, okay, for sure. And when Wikipedia isn't begging for money, all right, no hate, honestly, you should probably donate. They definitely deserve it. It's probably the most interesting website to be on. With wormholes you can go through for literal days without getting bored. Did you know there's estimated to be around 22,000 species of ants? And not those ants. No, you didn't. Oh, or that there's 30 Evangelion licensed video games? How about the fact that every single owner of an NFT has a receding hairline? Verifiable fact, alright? Look it up. Yes, without Wikipedia, I'd definitely be a lot dumber. Is that possible? And while technically anyone can edit a Wikipedia page, take out the body and replace it with stinky doo-doo, Wikipedia has methods to deal with page vandalism. You put something up there and it'll be up for approval. Then one of many Wikipedia admins will either approve or deny your changes. Now, unlike Discord or Reddit admins, these guys don't chain women up in their basements. Wikipedia admins basically do God's work.
I am a Wikipedia administrator.
That's poggers. Oh, that's poggers. That's
the job of these Wikipedia warriors is essentially quality assurance. Why am I putting such an emphasis on these admins? Am I secretly hoping to gain an admin position by sucking up to these dudes? They do go through an approval process. It probably wouldn't hurt to stroke their egos a bit. No, who would ever want that responsibility? Verifying shit all day, completely unpaid and unknown? No, but check this out. Admins on Wikipedia actually have absolute control of the website. That's why it's important for admins to be very selective and careful about who they allow to become an admin. Admins can freely edit existing articles or create new pages with no need for approval at all. And as you might have heard, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Is that the saying? I think that's the saying. And in the wiki world, these admins essentially have the Infinity Stones.
Die for that.
These tools in the hands of somebody with the willpower to accomplish their dreams, that might just change the world. Neelix, to me at least, will go down in history as the most determined man to ever live. Now, who is Neelix, you might ask? Well, as you've probably realized by now, Neelix was a Wikipedia admin, and apparently a really good one. By 2015, Neelix was already a respected member of the Wikipedia community. 180,000 edits, multiple articles created. This man was very dedicated to his role. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, it makes what happens next way more bizarre. Neelix had a thing for, how do I say this? Breasts.
Sorry I'm late, what'd I miss?
You can't wear that. That's so
Oh shit, titties.
That is
November 5th of 2015, an anonymous user reports the beloved Neelix to other Wikipedia staff. The accusation? Mass vandalism. Neelix? No, something's wrong. This can't be. What is this vandalism you speak of? No, this wasn't vandalism. This was art. redirect is a special type of article that I'm not reading a quote here, this is my script. A special type of article that when opened will then send the user to another article. Say I click on UK. Well, there's a full-blown wiki page for UK that when loaded executes a line of code that then sends you to the page United Kingdom.
Muppets on Facebook thinking you're bad, mate. I lied every last one of your birds up and bomb them one by one.
Nippon redirects to Japan. A Gary V redirects to Virgin.
You know what I think is a better advantage than being born into something? Being born into nothing. I'd rather have 0 than 100 million.
Fight redirects to combat. The power of a redirect page is that it is a full-blown page, and if you want it to become an article at any point, remove that redirect code and fill it with a body information. Alongside this, they don't have to be hyperlinked anywhere. They can just exist. I'm looking over there a lot. Like, a lot. I don't know if it... Why are you talking about redirect pages? Look, can you just... Look, it's relevant. Okay? Can you just chill? Okay, god damn it, you always do this. These pages, redirect pages, is precisely how Neelix went under the radar for so long. Neelix created over 80,000 pages about boobs. This is real. So essentially, he found every single Wikipedia article that mentioned breasts in any way and created like 24 different redirects for those pages. Let me give you an example of Neelix's valuable work here. So Wikipedia has a page for nipple stimulation. By the way, I've checked the YouTube guidelines, and I'm pretty sure this isn't violating the sexual content guidelines because, well, I'm not depicting anything, but, well, regardless. Nipple stimulation. Neelix took it upon himself to create 107 redirects to this page. Yeah, I counted. He began with stimulation of the tits, which somewhere along the way devolved into lick boobs. But let's not forget such classics as sucking of boobies, titty sucking, tit sucking, licked titties, licks boobies. Oh god, of course, sucking of the boob, stimulation of the boobs, stimulations of the boobie, and so many more. You know, just such a hard-working man. The type to leave no stone unturned. Here, let me show you some of my favorites. Tit pumpers, honorable mention, pumping boobies, imaging of the boobs, not to be confused with imaging of the boobies, tit image. We've got atrophy of the boobie, or, you know, shrunken tit. Oh, multiple titty syndrome. That's actually the scientific term. I have no idea why they removed that. Oh man, what? They removed? How do you... Oh man, what the fuck? They removed how do you suck on nuts? Who's gonna read that one? A nude upper torso. So specific. Bare below the waist, I believe redirected to a Wikipedia page called Pantslessness, which used to be a real article but was removed because, this one's actually a quote, it was just a collection of trivial mentions of people not wearing pants on some occasion or other. Or, my absolute favorite, Booby Builder. Booby Builder. You can't tell, but I'm smiling. I could go on for a while. Neelix was cut from a different cloth. You need to realize that these pages were all unique creations that probably took years to make. Scrubbing Wikipedia of Neelix's magnum opus was no easy feat, apparently taking until April of 2018 to do. The terrible act was performed by this man, Dr. Mees, D.R. Mees, a bird, and two heroes. Yeah, so apparently on Wikipedia, users have customizable pages with these things called user boxes, which tell you little things about them. It's not relevant, just for you to know that if someone has this on their user page, probably notify the police. So once Dermis was done painstakingly removing all of Neelix's redirect pages, well, more dirt was found. Turns out Neelix had a history of unnecessary edits and just weird behavior. Neelix had made an article on Tara Tang, a Miss Canada beauty pageant winner from 2011. Now, her achievements and activism did warrant a Wikipedia page, but Neelix made it over 5,600 words long, with irrelevant details like, in October 2012, Tang appeared unannounced at restaurant Oh, fuck that. This wouldn't even be that weird if it weren't for one odd fact. Neelix started making redirects immediately after Tara Tang posted a photo of her breastfeeding on Instagram. There now came the issue of what to do with Neelix. The Wikipedia Roundtable discussed. The actual discussion is here, but I made a dramatic reenactment for you guys.
Hold it! Objection!
That is basically what went down. And the result? Neelix was not banned. It's kind of nuts, actually. Despite the action warranting a ban for essentially anybody else ever that would have done this, Neelix was a really well-respected member of the community. He contributed a lot to the website. No, Neelix was not banned. Although Wikipedia did add, they added a banning criteria. X. What is listed under X? X1. Redirects created by Neelix. Specifically, as a platform-wide rule, any redirects created by Neelix could be deleted. No discussion required. This rule was, however, made obsolete because, sadly, Neelix put down his sword. He revoked his admin privileges and left Wikipedia. The Neelix rabbit hole goes even deeper than what I mentioned today. Every Neelix page that was deleted is listed, kept as history of what it once was. I feel a bit bad for Neelix because obviously he wasn't an asshole or intentionally trying to vandalize pages. He owned up to what happened and clearly thought he was doing a service. Yes, the pages were a bit weird and unnecessary, offensive in the case of the breast cancer redirects, but they weren't made with malice. He didn't put up a fight, allowed the posts to be deleted, and even when given the opportunity to still be an admin, he turned it down. Think about it. You made redirects that were completely out of the way unless somebody looked for them, and the people that found them were redirected to relevant pages. Neelix probably didn't think he did anything wrong. And after the rule change, imagine making a new page as Neelix, unsure whether or not it'll cause a headache for somebody else. And with the existing rule that anything you make could just be insta-deleted, you'd probably think that there's not much point to your role as an admin. Also, under the Reddit post that I used a lot for this video, thank you, by the way, somebody did mention that they know Neelix and that he goes to their school or works at their school. Completely unverifiable. However, he states that Neelix is a very nice and quiet guy, super religious, and that he's saving his virginity for marriage. I don't know. I just thought it was worth mentioning. Thanks for watching my video on the Wikipedia Crusader, hero, legend, known as Neelix. I hope you enjoyed.